World may have entered an era of democracy and technology, but behind the city lights, the skyscrapers, and the booming stock markets, there are still kings, quietly holding more power than any president. They don't run for office. They don't give press conferences. They simply sign one decree, and the oil markets tremble. Global banks adjust their strategies, and world leaders rearrange their schedules just to meet them. While you're watching this video, one king is flying across the sky in a $650 million Boeing jet. Another sits inside a gold-covered palace, commanding a $700 billion investment empire. So the question is, in a world that claims to be more equal than ever, has royal power truly vanished? Or is it simply hiding beneath the velvet surface of the 21st century? In today's journey, you won't just see gold, jewels, or supercars. You'll witness the hidden machinery of a ruling class that shapes our world, even when it's absent from the headlines. This is not a video about wealth. This is an invitation into the inner circle of absolute power. And now, the royal gates open. In this video, we reveal the 7 richest reigning kings on earth and the extraordinary lifestyles that prove royalty still rules. In gold. Number 1. King Vajiralongkorn of Thailand. Some people own a supercar and call that success. Some own a building and think they've made it. But what if one man owns an entire city? What if he wakes up each day, looks out the window, and sees his nation's capital running on his land? Welcome to the world of King Maha Vajiralongkorn, Rama X of Thailand, the man who sits at the peak of the global royal pyramid. His personal fortune? Not 1, not 5, but 47 billion US dollars, a number that stuns even financial elites. But money is only the surface of this iceberg of power. Let's begin with land, because here, he doesn't just own property, he owns landmarks. Over 5,560 hectares, spread across the Kingdom of Thailand. In Bangkok alone, the nation's glowing heart, he owns more than 10 square kilometers of golden land, where every square meter is worth millions. He doesn't sell, he doesn't split, he leases entire neighborhoods of the elite. And the profits? Just a grain of sand in his empire. Now look to the skies. Don't talk about private jets. Talk about an airborne fleet, 38 aircraft and 21 helicopters. Each one is a flying fortress, fitted with premium leather, bulletproof glass, hand-inlaid gold, and CIA-level encryption security. His $250 million Boeing jet bears no logo because he doesn't need to prove anything. His existence is the ultimate statement. On the ground, he moves in machines of royal command, a Maybach 62, a vintage Rolls-Royce Corniche, an old-school Bentley, not to draw attention, but to remind the world. This bloodline does not need fashion to stand out. But what makes him truly remarkable is not the gold, not the cars, not even the land. It's the silence, a silence so powerful an entire nation listens. He doesn't speak in the media, he doesn't appear in flashy interviews, yet his power is woven into every real estate deal, every banking meeting, every quiet decision. That changes the face of Thailand. In a modern world that seems to have no space left for thrones, King Vajiralongkorn still lives as a golden ghost, silent, untouchable, and feared. Because some thrones aren't in museums, they're still here, majestic, mysterious, and absolute. King Vajiralongkorn is the symbol of silent authority, where every step is paved with velvet and secrecy. But in another corner of the world, there's a king who doesn't hide. He builds a global investment empire in the name of royalty. Now, we turn to King Mohammed VI of Morocco, a ruler and a global financial titan. Number 2, King Mohammed VI of Morocco. Welcome to the world of King Mohammed VI, the reigning monarch of Morocco and the most powerful royal CEO in all of Africa. While many kings choose symbolic power, he chose operational power, not just the head of a kingdom, but the strategic mind behind massive financial groups banks, tourism empires, and mining conglomerates, both at home and across borders. With an estimated net worth of 5.5 billion US dollars, King Mohammed VI is not just the richest man in Africa. He is the face of a new kind of monarchy, royal by blood, corporate by nature. Through his royal investment group, Société Nationale d'Investissement, or SNI, he holds shares in Morocco's biggest banks, insurance giants, luxury hotel chains, and resource extraction powerhouses. And everything bears his signature: sharp, strategic, quiet, but always immensely profitable. His wealth isn't locked in vaults. It's embedded in contracts, overflowing in dividend streams, and spread across luxury real estate from Rabat to Paris. But let's set aside the numbers for a moment and step inside his life, where luxury isn't a goal, it's the standard. His car collection is a rolling treasure vault. Over 600 vehicles, from vintage Aston Martins to gold-plated Mercedes to limited edition numbered Bugattis. A Rolls-Royce in his world is just the beginning. When he travels, even the sky must yield. A $90 million Boeing business jet, outfitted with gold-trimmed interiors, a royal bedroom, and military-grade security systems. At sea, a $100 million mega yacht, complete with a private cinema, a spa, a helipad, and a presidential guest lounge. And on land, he owns at least 12 palaces. The most iconic, the Royal Palace of Rabat, a structure that looks like it came from a fairy tale, but functions like a national command center. Yet the most impressive thing is not in the gilded walls. It's in what he's accomplished. Under his rule, Morocco has become one of the fastest growing nations in Africa. He has pushed for renewable energy, built infrastructure links with Europe, and expanded Morocco's influence throughout the Islamic world and across the African continent. In a world where royal power is often limited to ceremonies, King Mohammed VI has transformed the throne into a global investment dashboard, and he doesn't need to speak, because the numbers say everything. As Morocco's king runs his nation like a billion-dollar company, in the Middle East, another young ruler is using gas, sports, and global strategy to turn his kingdom into a brand the world can't ignore. His name is Sheikh Tamim, the young and powerful Emir of Qatar. Number 3, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the Emir of Qatar. Have you ever wondered what it would look like if one man didn't just have billions in the bank, but also held global sports, energy, and culture in the palm of his hand? It's not a fantasy. That man exists, and he rules over one of the smallest but most powerful nations on earth. Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the monarch of Qatar. You may have seen his flag flying over the stadiums of the 2022 FIFA World Cup, but behind that moment was a masterstroke of silent power, a subtle hand, guiding a strategy that changed how the world sees a nation. His personal fortune? Roughly $2 billion US dollars. But that's only the surface. He controls Qatar Energy, a gas empire generating over $21 billion in annual profit. And he uses that power to redefine what royalty means in the 21st century. While other kings remain ceremonial, Sheikh Tamim steps behind global moves that reshape national identity itself. In London, he owns a $150 million mansion near Regent's Park, a hidden palace in the heart of modern civilization, where silence is more valuable than gold. At sea, he sails aboard Katara, a $500 million yacht, longer than a football field, equipped with a cinema, a luxury spa, a government-level conference room, and its own helipad. In the sky, he doesn't charter jets. He commands a full fleet. Each plane is painted with the Qatari flag, each interior customized with royal precision. The crown jewel, a $100 million Boeing 747, a flying symbol of sovereign power. And on the ground, his car collection is the dream of every collector. Bugatti Veyron, Rolls-Royce Phantom. One-off vehicles, never seen by the public eye. But forget the numbers for a moment, because what truly sets Sheikh Tamim apart is not what he owns. It's how he uses it to tell a story. He brought the FIFA World Cup to the desert and turned it into the most powerful soft power stage in Middle Eastern history. With over $220 billion in investment, Qatar didn't just host a World Cup. Qatar was reborn. And you, watching this video now, are witnessing one of the boldest, most effective soft power strategies in modern global politics. Sheikh Tamim doesn't speak often. He lets stadiums, investment deals, and the silence of mega projects speak for him. So when you hear the name Qatar, it may not be gas or gold that impresses you. It's the feeling that this nation is being led by someone years ahead of his time. And if soft power is a weapon, then